Have you ever wondered what reality truly is? What are the building blocks of our universe? When you think, feel, or even face your own mortality, who is the I that's experiencing it all? For thousands of years, the greatest minds in philosophy, religion, and science have grappled with these exact questions. Today, we're going on an intellectual adventure, comparing 4 distinct frameworks to see how they tackle these profound mysteries. Get ready, because we are about to challenge everything you thought you knew about the universe. Let's start with our first question. What is the fundamental nature of a particle? It sounds simple, but the answers are wildly different. One perspective tells us that particles are attributes, almost like moral characteristics woven into the fabric of everything. Imagine that every atom has an inherent quality, a kind of essential nature. Another framework sees particles not as things, but as processes. They are fluid, ever-changing expressions of a universal flow with no fixed identity. Think of a wave in the ocean. It has a form, but it's just a temporary pattern of the water itself. It's not a separate entity. This view suggests that everything is in constant motion, a dance of energy without any static parts. Then there's a third mind-bending idea. Particles are pure potential. This comes from the concept that particles lack any fixed inherent self-nature. And because they aren't tied down to being any one thing, they possess an infinite capacity to become anything. It's a universe of boundless possibility, where the only constant is change itself. So, are particles, things, processes, or pure potential? The answer depends entirely on the lens you're looking through. Now let's dive deeper into the philosophical rabbit hole. When we talk about concepts like truth and goodness, the differences between these frameworks become even more stark. Let's take truth. In one system, truth refers to an innate essence, something almost physiological or energetic that is inherent within you. It's a state of being. But in another tradition, truth is all about sincerity and ethical conduct. It's defined by speaking truthfully and acting in alignment with your words. Here, truth isn't something you are, but something you do. It's an active moral choice. The contrast really shows how one word can carry vastly different meanings across philosophical landscapes. The concept of goodness is even more fascinating. One tradition places a huge emphasis on cultivating goodness as a way to develop compassion and a virtuous character. It's a foundational practice, like tending a garden to grow beautiful flowers. You actively work to nurture positive qualities within yourself. However, another framework presents a powerful paradox. Its highest teaching suggests that one should not cultivate goodness, nor commit evil. At first glance, this sounds strange, even dangerous. But when we analyze it, it doesn't mean that goodness is irrelevant. In fact, cultivating goodness is seen as a necessary first step, the foundation upon which everything else is built. So what does it mean to transcend the cultivation of goodness? It means breaking free from the attachment to the idea of goodness itself. It's about moving beyond dualistic thinking, the rigid categories of good and evil, right and wrong. The ultimate goal isn't just to be a good person in a conventional sense, but to achieve a state of true liberation, where you are no longer bound by these labels. You can see these ideas are operating on completely different levels of philosophical understanding. One is about building a strong moral character, while the other is about deconstructing the very idea of a self that needs to be good. Now, we arrive at our second, and perhaps the most crucial question in this entire exploration: who is the one doing the work? Who is cultivating? Who is the subject of reincarnation? This question cuts to the very core of our identity. One framework we examined makes a truly subversive claim. It argues that for centuries, spiritual practices have only benefited the subconscious, or what it calls the true self, while the conscious mind, the you that you experience every day, has gained nothing from it. This framework then asserts that only its specific method allows the conscious thinking mind to actually gain merit and make progress. This is a radical departure from traditional views. To test this claim, we brought in a theoretical model from physics, one involving real and imaginary spacetime.
Wow.
We use this as an analogy, where real spacetime represents the brain-based conscious mind. An imaginary spacetime represents what we might call the quantum soul. Initially, we tried to map this out. Our first assumption was that the eternal quantum soul corresponded to the conscious mind. It seems logical. The part of us that endures must be the part that is aware, right? But this mapping turned out to be completely wrong. The correct relationship was the exact opposite. The quantum soul, the enduring part, actually corresponds to the subconscious, or the true self. And the conscious mind, the personality you've developed since birth, corresponds to the temporary, brain-based activity in real space-time. What's the takeaway here? It's a bit ironic. This physical model, which was introduced to support a new idea, actually ends up validating the traditional view. It suggests that, at a fundamental level, only the eternal, deeper aspect of our being, the quantum soul, or true self, is capable of truly bearing energy and carrying the fruits of our practice through time. The conscious mind in this model is more like a temporary interface, not the ultimate beneficiary. So we've journeyed through some deep and complex ideas today, from the nature of particles to the very essence of who we are. It's clear that there isn't one single answer to these ultimate questions. Each framework offers a unique and powerful lens for understanding our reality. Perhaps the real journey isn't about finding the one correct answer, but about appreciating the depth and diversity of human thought as we all try to make sense of this incredible universe. Thank you so much for joining me on this exploration. If you found these ideas as fascinating as I do, please hit that like button and consider subscribing for more deep dives into science, philosophy, and the nature of consciousness. I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments below. Until next time, keep questioning,